Damon, Albarn, now you're here in Denmark, in Roskilde. It's a beautiful summer night. What can the audience expect of Gorillaz tonight?
Well, I mean, I suppose, I mean, what can they expect? Is what do they expect? I mean, I'm unsure about that because we're a strange sort of concept, really. I mean, we started purely as a sort of audio-visual thing, which wasn't actually meant to be ever seen. In fact, the identity of the people who made it originally was meant to be completely sort of secret. And then the years have 10 years have gone by, and this third record evolved from some great experiences in the Middle East, working with the Syrian National Orchestra, in New York with Bobby Womack, Mos Def, De La Soul, Snoop.
How do you explain it? Because I also read sometimes somewhere that you kind of started this as a hobby project. It was like for fun, and now it's like huge. What is the explanation, you think?
I don't feel. I mean, I try and make music for fun. Period. But there is a serious sort of element to fun. You know, I think fun is can be fun as ritual is kind of how I see it, and I think in particular this I mean, if you're familiar with for me a seminal film by Talking Heads called Stop Making Sense, then this kind of makes sense, because this is sort of 20 years or whatever, I don't know how old it is, 25 years maybe old. This is a sort of development in a way of that at the time when I saw that, as I was like 18, 19 or whatever, it sort of changed my life, and I've always wanted to make sort of concert music like that, with that sort of that sort of pacing on stage, you know. I mean, I'm probably better known for my other band, Blur, which is a very straightforward 4-piece rock band, whereas this is very, very different, and sometimes the band is very, very focused, and the audience can really see. On this occasion, we've got Paul Simonon and Mick Jones from The Clash on guitar and bass. People like tonight, we don't have Lou Reed, but we did have him last weekend at Glastonbury, but he's busy. We don't have Mos Def because he's busy.
Who do you have tonight?
We have the Syrian National Orchestra, we have Bobby Womack, we have a fantastic Swedish band called Little Dragon, we have some English rappers, Kano and Bashi, you have Paul Simonon, Mick Jones, and you have a lot of stuff which is very much part of what we do on a huge screen at the back. There's a lot of animation, there's a lot of very kind of eclectic and emotive imagery that goes on through the show.
You told me before that also you started like being very much in the background, like hiding behind these cartoon figures. Yeah. But the time is like everybody wants to be shown now. We have the X Factor, we have everything. But is that like an answer to that, or what do you think?
Antidote more. I think because the sort of the basic concept is one where you never see the physical manifestation in the videos or on the record or in the press of the people who made the record. You're allowed to engage with it in quite a sort of metaphysical way, and you don't have to connect with celebrity or anything. You can just kind of get into the world of Plastic Beach, and on this occasion there is a story, and there's a morality to the record which is based on pollution and the way we kind of ignore it, essentially.
But what do you think about the whole concept of the X Factor and everybody showing themselves and wanting to be 5 minutes on TV?
Do you have an X Factor in?
Yeah. We had actually the biggest TV show ever. We had in Parken Stadium 60,000 spectators for the final. It was like crazy.
Well, I would say boycott those shows. Turn over.
Why?
Don't allow the advertisers to pay the revenue to encourage them to make yet more shows. Like boycott the whole thing.
Why?
Boycott the people who advertise on it. Boycott it. Just destroy it.
Why?
Why? Because it's music made as a form of consumerism, and not, music comes from a very, very kind of sort of deep yearning for ritual and communication within us.
I also saw maybe I'm interpreting this all wrongly. I just watched before coming here. I watched this Journey to the Plastic Beach promo.
If man makes melody, God or the spirit is supposed to make the harmony. That's not happening on X Factor. It's very depressing, and it's part.
We'll never see you as one of the judges.
No, it's a very sort of gentle form of death, I think.
That's dramatic. But can I ask you one thing?
I think it is. I think it's very important. I don't think we address these problems. I think we kind of sort of people.
Are you the opposite of that?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I'm. I don't engage with it. That's for sure.
You see yourself as the opposite of that?
I don't know what.
You obviously love music.
What I see myself as, but I know deep in my soul that it's wrong. So I can only express how I feel, and of course, it's only my opinion. For anyone who's offended.
Just one more question. Last question. I watched this promo for the Plastic Beach thing. There's this scene where you pass the cartoon figures, so you and the rest of the band, and you ignore them. Do you remember the scene? Why? What is that?
Well, I think there's definitely a certain sort of issue between us and the cartoons. It's like who takes centre stage. It's it's.
Who does take centre stage?
Well, I'll give it to the cartoons,